it's like we get married and 2 weeks later he's gone, and then it's really hard. You have to learn to do a lot of things on your own. And then getting adjusted when he comes back,
It's
just as
it's like
hard.
learning each other again. And
Yes, learning a lot of things. Like, because you're the only person doing everything while like, I take care of everything from accounts to things that he needs to whatever goes wrong over there and he needs me to ship things out, or just ordinary stuff like deodorant or toothpaste. They don't have that, like, right there. So, you got to make sure that you keep all that up.
My name's Laura Rosales, and I'm related to Michael because he's my husband. We got married 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. We're just like any other married young couple, I guess.
Lloyd Gilbert is my son, my second oldest out of 5.
My husband Anthony is in Iraq.
He automatically knew he was gonna go for being a military police. And then whenever he got K-9, that's like an automatic, you're going. You don't have a choice. So there's nothing you can do. Just accept it and move on. Live life, just live life. You can't dwell on it. I'm doing okay because it's just me and my dog. So I'm doing okay compared to some of the other wives that have 2 or 3 kids and have to do it by themselves. I've been pretty much hanging out and just trying to do any little thing to keep my mind off him being gone. So I don't know, I have the same mentality as them. Marines, they're the best. So that's what I think. I'm just like, well, he's a Marine, he knows what he's doing, he's fine. People from small towns going to the military, yeah, I guess just to get out. Because, everybody wants to get out of Karnes City, wants to get out of a small little town. So I think it's just a thing to get out and see the world and meet new people.
When a son is going to Iraq, you have a lot of fear, but then you also hope and pray that they will be safe, as you hope and pray that all people that are there will be safe. Parents probably suffer a great loss because you don't really get to communicate with your children like you would like to. As a parent, I do believe that most of the parents do fear for their children, for their sons or daughters that are deployed, because you never know what's going to happen. Even though they may say that they are in a safe location or safe area, you never know because it's another country, and of course because of everything that's going on within that territory. Anxiety always fills your heart because you're ready to see them once again. I mean, you speak to them via telephone and everything, but it's not the same as to actually be able to hold them and see them and talk to them once again. Not only does it affect me as a mother, I would believe also my husband as a father and the siblings, because we terribly miss him, and we're not able to see your loved one when they're deployed or gone. Like I said, you get to talk to them on the phone, but it's not the same because you just hear the voice and you don't actually get to see them or hold them in any kind of way. And of course, with the family bonds, I believe families also want to be able to cherish the moment of getting to hug, or at least, get a kiss from your loved one. So yes, it's a terrible feeling. You feel anxiety, you feel joy when they do come home, and a lot of relief. As I believe probably for a lot of the parents would be, yes, hope and prayer. Prayer most of all. I try to make daily Mass as often as I can. And of course my Sunday Mass is always offered for the intention of world peace. And within our church, we have at least once a month, we try to have a Mass for the safety of all military personnel and for world peace.
I mean, you just can't stop and think. Because if you do, it'll hit you really bad. Like when he first left, the first one, I guess I didn't have that guidance. So it hit me pretty bad. I was like, oh my God, I'm married and my husband's gone. And all I get is a phone call. People always ask us, how do y'all do it? Just don't think about it. Just go on.
Just don't think about it. Just live it like it's a normal life.
Yeah.
We basically share we usually have our normal conversations over the phone, like as if we're just.
We are not any different than any other husband and wife. We have arguments.
It's just now we have a phone. Now we have a phone in between us.
Yeah. How I was when he first left. It's like, oh my God,
scared,
you're so scared. You cry every day when they call. I don't cry anymore. Because I'm just so used to it, That and because of the kids. Now they're more aware of what's going on. So I don't want to make them feel like, why is she crying? Like, then they'll see him as a bad person. Like every time he calls, she cries.
Right.
And you're not trying to do that. You're trying to make a friendly environment for them. And then they're sad because they're wondering, they'll ask them, like, where is he at? Is he going to come back? Because they only see pictures.
But then also coming home is a whole new environment because, like I said, like we stated earlier, we have to get adjusted with each other again. They actually require us to go through different kinds of briefs so that we can actually have a smooth transition from a combat environment back to a kind of like a normal military life and stuff like that.
We were just shocked because they called on a Wednesday and he had to leave that Friday for training, and then he came back for a couple of weeks and then he had to leave again and he's been gone. He started training in May a year ago, and then he didn't leave to Iraq till like July. Everybody came over. You know, it kind of draws everybody together, and I mean, it's like a reality check because you never know if you'll see him again. I mean, that's with anybody. I mean, going off, I mean, he's here one day and you're not going to see him for a year, and you just don't know and you read everything in the papers that happen and you wonder if it's ever him or stuff like that. They're in prayer bulletins at the church, and there's boards at the school with pictures from everybody from Karnes City that's in the military in Iraq, and so it draws everybody together. We are from a smaller town. There's not much to do here. Rather than moving to big cities, they join the military. There's a lot of options out. I mean, you can be doctors and pretty much anything in the military. So a lot of people from small towns, yeah, they join any branch of military because recruiters come and hit the small towns and get kids that don't think they're college material and stuff, and that's why I think a bunch of people from Karnes City join the military. It's tough. It's tough. Dream. That's really, faith and prayer. Pray all the time, and that's really what gets me through the day.